When a car dealership hands you lemons, the state of New Jersey hands them the lemon law. Hello and thanks for joining us. I'm Jamie Lindrohan and you're watching Eye on Ocean County. Our guests today are Amy Benikoff, lemon law attorney, and Michael Sachs, the director of communications and client services for Kimmel and Silverman. Welcome back to Eye on. It's great to see you guys again.
Great to see you again too.
Very much.
Well, talk to us about the help that you offer people like our viewers at home when it comes to the lemon law.
Well, Kimmel and Silverman is the oldest, largest, most successful lemon law firm in the state of New Jersey. And since 1991, we've provided cost-free legal representation for distressed drivers who have manufacturer's defects with their vehicles.
I see. And how many cases do you see come in a year to your office?
Quite a few.
Yeah.
It depends on the year, but we've serviced over 50,000 cases since our inception, an average of 4,000 to 5,000 a year.
Okay. And how do you know if you have purchased a lemon?
You'll realize if you continue to go back with the same problems over and over again. It's not just going back once for your check engine light on, but 4 or 5 times, and the same problem keeps reoccurring, and the manufacturer through its dealerships aren't repairing that condition for you.
Okay, all right. Well, let's take a look. The New Jersey lemon law covers drivers whose vehicles suffer from a nonconformity or defect, and that happens within the first 24 months or 18,000 miles, or whichever comes first. The problem must occur 3 or more times, or the car must be in the shop 20 days, but not consecutive. And this covers leased and purchased vehicles. So that's interesting too. Yeah, leased vehicles as well.
Absolutely. And you know, the Center for Auto Safety named the New Jersey lemon law the second most effective lemon law in the country because it has that long period of time, 18,000 miles or 24 months, whichever comes first. And it also says, hey, if your car's in the shop 20 days in that time, you qualify. Maybe there's a problem with parts, maybe they can't figure out what the problem is and they just keep the vehicle, you still qualify for that remedy. It's a great law.
Now, it's any problem that you have with your vehicle, right? So that also includes water leaks, electrical problems, transmission problems, really anything classifies, will fall under that category of lemon law?
That's correct. Any condition in your vehicle that substantially impairs your use, value, or safety of the vehicle. So any problem could fall into those categories and qualify for lemon law relief.
Okay, and is it hard to prove that your car is a lemon? I mean, even if you are in the shop for 20 days, or if you keep going back for the same problem, when you do take it to court, is it hard to prosecute?
Absolutely not. We recover for many of our clients for purchases of their vehicles or monetary damages if we aren't successful in getting a full repurchase. So it's very easy to recover in New Jersey if you have problems with your vehicle.
Okay, and if you are having problems, and let's say you did just either purchase or lease a vehicle, is it important that you do log all of those different visits to the shop?
Absolutely. The number one thing when people call into our office, and I speak to a lot of people who are so upset their cars are giving them so many problems, I say, okay, well, let's take a look at your repair invoices. Every time you go in for a warranty repair, you should clearly get an invoice which tells the problem that you've complained about and what they've done to fix it. Even if they cannot duplicate it, even if they cannot find it, it is essential when you pick up the vehicle that you make sure you get a repair invoice. That's your proof.
Okay.
And it's very, very important. Now, let's say you throw those out. It happens. People throw them out. I don't like clutter. Okay, fine. Go back. Don't tell them you're looking into a possible lemon law or breach of warranty claim, but you can always go back and say, listen, I'm thinking of selling my vehicle, or I'm thinking of subleasing my vehicle. I'd like to get a copy of the repair history. It's in the computer. Many times dealers are, whispering under their breath, lemon law. They can't tell you that it's a lemon, but they'll actually give you the repair history and let you do the homework. The important thing is you want to put the pieces of the puzzle together so that when you contact a consumer lawyer such as our firm, we can help you put those pieces together to get the remedy you deserve.
I see. Okay. And so if your car is found to be a lemon and you're a lemonade driver, what happens? Does the dealer give you a brand new car, or do they give you money? How does that work?
Well, under the lemon law, the manufacturer takes back your vehicle and either can give you a new vehicle or will give you all of your money you've paid into that vehicle back. And then there's also other statutes that provide for monetary damages where you would keep the vehicle and you'd receive cash from the manufacturer to represent basically the difference in value between what you bargained for, which was the vehicle without these defects, and what you actually got, which was your lemon.
Okay.
And those are situations where maybe after the 3rd or 4th time the car is fixed and you're like, well, I love this vehicle, but I was back in the shop so many times. So this is money to reflect the diminished value of the vehicle as a result of the problem you've had. You get to keep your car, your warranty remains completely in effect, The car is only branded a lemon if you give it back. So if you keep your vehicle, it's not branded.
Okay.
And you don't need to disclose that you received this money at time of trade or sale. This is literally free money to reflect a diminished value. I myself have been a client of Kimmel and Silverman myself, and there was one particular time where they bought the vehicle back. They said, okay, the nonconformities have continued. We cannot repair them. We're buying it back. I got all my money, tax, tags, fees, etc. In other situations, I've received compensation because it took them several times to fix the problem. Part of what you pay for is a manufacturer's warranty. It's to ensure that problems are fixed efficiently and effectively. And if they're not, then you're entitled to seek remedy.
Wow, okay. Well, talk to us about recourse for problematic cars. What else can people do? First of all, how do you prevent yourself from getting into this situation to begin with? How do you know whether or not that car that you have your eye on, how do you know if it's a lemon?
I don't think it's preventable, more or less, as just keeping in touch with the vehicle and in touch with the problems you're having. What do you think about that?
I would agree. You can't really prevent from buying a lemon. I would say test drive the vehicle a lot.
As much research as you
Yeah.
can with the
Exactly.
VIN number and things like that.
And we're going to talk about some specific tips to look into when buying a new car or a used car to make sure you're not buying a lemon. And also at the end of the show, we'll be taking a look at the Car Complaint Index. And that's a great research tool because it shows you the cars that receive the most complaints per sales. So those types of tools will help you when you go out and look at vehicles. We spoke before the program about the internet, the power of the
Yes.
internet. And you can go on all these message boards and you can take a look at all these articles that are archived on websites and you can take a look at how critics are reviewing vehicles, the problems that are occurring with vehicles. That's one way you can prevent yourself as much as you can from getting a problematic vehicle. Many of the lemons we see on the roads are due to human defect, mechanical defect, maybe the service manager didn't service the vehicle properly. So any one of these variables could cause a lemon. So it's not entirely preventable. It could happen to anyone.
Great. Okay, well, we're going to take a short break right now, but please stay with us. When we come back, we'll talk about buying a car without being taken for a ride. So stay tuned. Eye on Ocean County will return right after these messages.